Hello, teacher. This is Jennifer Barrios Quintero again, your student of English 2 course. And this is my presentation about homework number 5. Okay, let's start. Well, Jennifer's album, My Country, My Family, Our Heroes, Our Battles, Our Discussions. Talking about illnesses. Well, in my family, the illnesses of most relevance have been suffered my grandmother, my mother, and my oldest daughter. My grandmother passed away at age 88. She suffered a sudden heart attack due to high blood pressure. My biological mother died when she was 32 years because of breast cancer, a very painful disease. My mother was a true warrior of life. Currently, the most delicate illness which to my family and I are facing is related to the Horler syndrome that is suffering my oldest daughter. Sarah Nicole was diagnosed with this rare disease 2 years ago. It was a very difficult time to cope. Well, from Colombia to the world. Gabriel Garcia Marquez was an important writer, novelist, short story writer, a screenwriter, editor, and journalist Colombian. He was born in Aracataca, Magdalena on March 6 in 1927 and died on April 17 in 2014 at 87 years old. He was the grand writer of Latin American magical realism, and his most famous work, the novel 100 Years of Solitude, is considered one of the most representative of this literary movement. He wrote about 11 novels and 12 short stories. In 1982, he received the Nobel Prize for Literature. Well, now that is our birth. One morning of August 7 in 1819, Simon Bolivar was ordering his troops to prevent the realistic army crossing the Boyacá Bridge. The Spanish troops were coming to the bridge at 2 p.m., but the patriotic forces, struggling and after 2 hours of intense fighting, managed to defeat the royal troops when they themselves decided to surrender to 4 p.m., realizing they were being surrounded by the patriotic troops. When the viceroy Juan de Samano was knowing the outcome of the battles, fled from Bogota on August 9. He was heading to Panama, where he eventually resigned. Then Simon Bolivar was entering victoriously to Santa Fe de Bogota in the afternoon of August 10 in 1819, celebrating the release of Bogota and Colombia's independence. Finally, our discussions. After has been published. The results of the plebiscite on October 2 were 50.2% of Colombians have turned their backs on the agreement signed so far between the government and the FARC. The President of Colombia, Juan Manuel Santos, have said after meeting results that bilateral and definitive ceasefire with the FARC must continue despite the victory of the no, and also have said that he will meet from now with political forces, especially those who have voted against the measure according to him, to open spaces for dialogue. For his part, FARC leader Rodrigo Londoño Echeverry, alias Timo León Jiménez or Timochenko, have said on behalf of the FARC their reach in the agreement hasn't been accomplished and say the challenge as a political movement requires them now stronger than ever. Two has stated that the war will be the only means used as a weapon of construction to the future. And finally, the end. Okay, teacher, that was all my presentation. I hope that it has been according with the requirements of the activity. Greetings and blessings. See you soon. Bye-bye.